Hello guys, my name's Austin and I'm a journeyman lineman from Washington State. Today, I kind of wanted to talk about and break down how I made $148,223 in the year of 2021, and I only worked 8 months out of the year. So we'll start off in January. I took the whole month off. Basically, I just was hanging out in Arizona. I was dirt biking, fishing, swimming, just having a grand old time. Perks of being a journeyman lineman, by the way. February rolled around. Portland, Oregon got hit with a huge snow and ice storm, which caused 1 million people to be out of power. So I traveled back up to my home area in the Northwest, and I ended up working that storm for about 10 or 11 days, and I made about $24,000 on that storm because the whole time you're on double time, and up there you're able to work a 40 and then you work 18 on and 6 off, or as the utility allows. So once I finished up with that storm, I ended up traveling down to New Mexico, where I went and worked for a contractor there on P&M property, and I worked there for about 4 months. I didn't really go there to work for so much to make money, but more so for the experiences and just to meet new people and just get a broader experience and learn more about the trade. Because I'm single and I don't have, anything holding me down or tying me down in one spot, I want to travel as much as I can and see as many places as I can while I still can. So I worked in New Mexico for about 4 months. I think I made around $57,000 while I was there. And then that brought me into about July. I took the whole month of July off. I went home for the 4th of July, went home and visited family, just hung out, had a good time. And then around August, I actually went over to Southern California and worked out a local 47 for a couple weeks. Made about $11,000 there. I wasn't there very long because the storms on the East Coast started to hit. So then once the tropical storms and hurricanes and stuff like that started to pop off, I ended up just going over and I worked in Massachusetts. I went over and worked in New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and I traveled over there for maybe like 6 or 7 times between the times of August to November. In that time, I also went down to Louisiana and worked at the Hurricane Ida. I was down there for a little bit over 2 weeks, and I think while I was down there, I made around $26,000. I was bringing home or making roughly about $1,800 a day while working down there. And then on those other little side storms, I'd work about 4 days, 5 days, anywhere between 5 to 12 days on those storms. And usually there I would take home around $1,500 a day. So I was bringing in like $6,000 to $12,000 checks each time I went out there. And between those storms, I would fly from Phoenix and I'd fly over to the East Coast, wherever they needed me to go. And then between those storms, I would just hang out here in the nice weather and just dirt bike, whatever. And then when I'd get a phone call or a text message, I would just book a flight right then and there. And then I would just fly over there and I'd go work. So I did that for about, from August, September, October, November. That brought me into December, and I was already living down in Arizona. So I figured I'd find a real job to at least get me through the winter time and just stack a little bit of cash away. So I ended up getting a job with a local contractor here in Arizona. And I was bringing home roughly $2,500 to $3,000 a week with them, which is to be expected. I was just working 5 to 6 days a week, usually 10-hour days. And that brought me through December and into the year of 2022. But that's about that's how I made, almost 150 grand, and I only worked 8 months out of the year. Now, depending on where you go, where you work and how willing you are to work, you can make a lot more than that. I know guys, linemen, that make $250,000, $300,000, $350,000 a year. It just all really depends on where you work and how much you're willing to work and how many hours you're willing to put in. So it's a great trade to be in, and I would suggest anyone who is looking to get into the trades to look into the lineman trade. The electrical infrastructure here in the States can hardly even handle what we have going on now. The whole electrical infrastructure is gonna have to be maintained and rebuilt, so it's a great trade to be in. If you're interested in something like that, getting into the trade, check out Livewire Academy. It's an online course that I've developed that helped you, get from A to Z everything you need to know to get started in the trade without having to go to line school and pay that 25 grand or whatever they charge now. I want to teach you what you need to do, what steps you need to take to get started, to get into the trade, to get into the union and get started in this career for a small, very small amount of money without paying that $25,000 to go to a line school. So if you're interested, go ahead and check out the Academy, and we appreciate it, and thanks for watching.